It has been a privilege and honor to have been taught my trade, which built my skilled career by the sacrifices and with the integrity of all the veterans, my supervisors, other journeymen, and fellow apprentices during my 15 years in naval ship repair. The time shared with the active duty personnel working together to keep our fleet in tip top shape encouraged my understanding of why we are a nation with freedom and open dreams that can be reached with our own hard work. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to my job shop. My name is Keith, and I'm here repairing America one project at a time. Now, 2 weeks ago, yesterday, I went in for mouth surgery, and I had about a 6-hour surgery. So I've been tender and unease for a couple weeks, but I jumped on my projects and got squared away, and I'm caught back up, and so I'm here giving you another video. All right, today I'm making a little stainless steel dog. It's just a plate bent, and you see it's got like the double D flat bore in it. So I decided to go ahead and cut this part out on my Wazer. And I want to talk to you. The Wazer, I purchased this Wazer, and I got a deal on it because I did 7 videos and I showed you how this Wazer works in the job shop. Okay, that was one of my stipulations. I didn't want to just do, oh, this is the Wazer, this is how we do it, and how it functions. No, I wanted to show you how I use this in the shop, and that's what I've done. Now today, we cut this part out, and I'm not showing you how I cut it out, but it's in there now. I'm getting ready to open up the lid because there's 2 things that I want to talk about today. And one is I have a way of rinsing down all the debris, the sand and everything else inside that doesn't change the water level, and you don't have to go drag out a hose and all that, and it's very, very simple. So I want to share that. The other thing that I wanted to talk about is I uncovered this to use this morning, and I came over here, turned it on, and my UI was just bright white. There was no, I couldn't see any lettering or anything. It wasn't communicating with me at all. So I went in and typed into the computer, got in on the Wazer support page, and I went through a couple of the subjects and everything else. And then I checked out some basics that explained water level switches and stuff like that. And the water was a little bit low because it evaporated in the last couple weeks since I've been, with my surgery and stuff. So I added water, and there's still no issue. So whatever triggered it off or whatever, it was still unknown, but it wasn't the obvious. So I got on with support, and you start a ticket and you type into support. Within minutes, this is about the second time I've needed support, but within minutes of typing in the support, they're right there communicating with you, and they give you a couple other options. So what happened was, they said, go ahead and we need to update your micro SD card for the controller. So I pop it out of the controller, and I put it in my adapter and put it into my computer, and I'm supposed to go ahead and format the card and then load in the new files. And I wasn't getting this little SD card to format. And when I pulled it out of the adapter here, this thing was pretty hot. I mean, you can feel when something is working, electrically, memories and stuff like that, and hard drives, and even your phone when it's on overtime, you can feel it warm up. Okay, so it was like it was a sign. It actually has a little bend of a curve into it as well. So what I did is I took another quality SD or micro SD card, and I put it in here, and I did the format, and I put it in, and then bam, everything is running 100%. So what I want to say is that if you got a UI issue that's bright, no lettering. If it's black, then you know that your switches, are hindering it, and you change the water level, and it would come up. But it took care of the issue. But the Wazer support group is fantastic, and I just wanted to say that. All right, let's get in and show you the project and my new way of rinsing this down. Yeah, 6 hours of surgery and that mouse still talks too much. Okay. All right, there we go. There it is right there. All right, I'm just gonna raise my nozzle up here a little bit so I can push that out of the way. And there's a little part right in there. All right, there's sand. You see the sand all around this outside here, across on the top of here. So what happens? I mean, this thing is squirting high pressure and garnet material. There is some of the blackness or the material from the support table in here as well. What I've found, because I needed to clean the tank, so I needed to drain the water. So I said, let's siphon it out. And of course, I didn't have a hose, but I do have a siphon that you can pick up at AutoZone or any of the other parts stores. In fact, this one here, I think I've actually siphoned out some oil, and it's grungy. So I don't really have a nice clean one here to demo this thing, but the old dirty one works just as well. It's stained. It's not really got oil in it right now. So by bringing it in here, and you just need low pressure. But right there, you can clear off your piece there. One of the reasons why I chose to use the Wazer to make this part was because of that cutout for the dog control, the double flats on there. You know, that's a clean cut. If anything, a little tiny bit of draw with a file through there, but it may fit right on there now as well. A little bit of deburr on the edge there, and then we'll go put a couple folds in there. This is about 90 thousandths thickness, and I made this out of 12 gauge, which is about 102, 103, something like that. So it's a little bit fatter, but it's going to be okay. All right, now that we got that out of the way, and we know what job I'm working on, but I wanted to get back to the siphon. So you can actually take this and use the water right in the tank. You're not splashing it all around, and you're able to rinse down this entire inside. Now, one thing that I haven't done or tested it yet, but we can see, because I always like to wash this hood here without making a big mess. And that's my first attempt, so it's pretty much keeping the water in the unit here. It's not going all over. I've tried it with the garden hose, and it's way more splashy than this. But it's enough to rinse the whole place down here, and I didn't change or lose any of the water in here, and it's ready to run again, and the machine remains the same level. So a little simple siphon hose will actually help you do a little bit more rinsing and less damage or less spilling all the way around the outside of here. All right, and then having the lid to where you can look through there and actually see again, that's not bad. All right, I just wanted to share what I find here in the shop. Works for me. All right, we put the folds in it. All we did was put it in our machinist vise and we tapped it on the back side until we shaped those in there. Very, very simple little project. All it is a little foot that goes in on a hatch, and you know, we matched our bend pretty good. Very, very simple. Stainless steel. It's on a boat. Just a simple job. But anyway, the Wazer was able to make it simple. A little time drawing it out, which is no problem. You know, it's just basically an oval with another circle with two flats on it in the center. All right, until next time, get it done.